I wouldn't take an advertisement for people who don't want to be bald because being bald is good. I saw this on the absolutely epic TikTok channel, Liberals of TikTok. And it says here, coffee shop looking to hire advertisers that white cis males are last choice. I went to try to find the post, but I think that they just disappeared off of Instagram because they probably got harassed a bit from posting this. It says, we're currently hiring baristas, counter staff, music heads, kitchen help, preferably all 4 in one body. That's a big ask for one person. That's probably going to get paid minimum wage. But, you do you. Dude, you know what's so funny? Like, because that's what's going to happen. Hey, we're trying to hire somebody a barista. So somebody, what is a barista exactly? A barista is like they can make coffee, right? They're coffee makers. They can do counter staff. They're music heads. I don't know what that is. Kitchen help, preferably all in one body. I guess that's normal. I guess that's kind of normal for that business. We're looking to hire you for a minimum wage job and a part-time roaster. I don't know what all these words are. Later this summer. Almost none of the former starts till sometime in July. But come ye whatever, DM or email your resume and introduce yourself. At this time, YT, white cis males are back of the line. Okay. Now, look at this. Elliot, there's a little bit of an edit down here. Hold on. Thanks to all the first-time commenters today and Reddit crew amidst the shitstorm of white fragility. Now, first of all, here's the thing. It actually continues on. They have a response. First of all, here's what I want to tell you, though. This is racist. And it's been a while since we've talked about whether you can or can't be racist to white people. You can be racist to anybody. And it can be from anybody to anybody. It's sort of just a fact. Okay? Now, systemic racism, different conversation. All right. White people, I don't know if I can conceive of a way that a white person can be the target of systemic racism. I don't know. But individually, yes, you can be racist. And this is. And in fact, this could be considered a form of systemic racism. Small scale. If a business won't hire or will last hire a white person, that is racism. And then maybe that's a system. Would you call that system? I don't know. But it's definitely racist. Yeah, it's also, I think this is also illegal. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, white people, you can't be the target of racism because racism, the power plus prejudice. Listen, the definition of racism still supports individual racism. Okay? I already know the talking points, right? It says, here. I have to qualify everything I say because I'm going to have such sensitive people in the comments. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed at a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular racial group, ethnic group, typically one that is minority or marginalized. Typical doesn't mean always. Typically, we'll see more racism from white people to other people, but that doesn't mean that always, okay? So it still supports the idea of individual racism, okay? I just want you to know that you are wrong, okay? I just want you to know that you're wrong here, all right? Now, you may convince yourself that you're right even though I'm right, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I already know your talking point. You'd say, it's not racism against a white person, it's prejudice. Okay, well, guess what? Prejudice is still bad. So it is prejudiced to white people, okay? So stop going through mental gymnastics to justify hatred for white people because it's not helping. Nobody's like, yeah, great idea. Now, furthermore, you could have just literally done what all other previous white-owned businesses do, and they would just not hire black people, but they would just figure out reasons not to. You could have just been racist to white people and not tell us, okay? I'm being honest with you. Now, should you? No. Nobody should ever do that. But, like, you could have just done that. You could have just been like, you could have just been like, you know what? We're going to hire black people and Spanish people or Hispanic people or whatever, Asian people, whatever. We could just hire people of color without telling anybody. But you felt the need to say it. And there's two reasons. The biggest, virtue signal. You're fucking virtue signaling. You're trying to appeal to a bunch of dumb fuck kids that don't know shit about dick. That's number one. Okay. Number two, it's because it's like okay to be racist to white people because like the racism generally, from a systemic level, doesn't have as much negative impact on white people, right? Okay. Either way, you're fucking virtue signaling a bunch of shitheads. You're just looking to pull in an audience, and people were pissed at you to the point where apparently you pulled down your Instagram. That's your fucking problem. You could have just done the thing. You shouldn't have ever done it, but you could have just discriminated against white people quietly. Nobody would have cared. But instead you didn't. You decided to be fucking virtue signalers, and now you're getting your ass kicked for it. You're being stupid. Just be racist silently, like my grandpa. Okay. Okay, listen. You could have just next time you're racist, just shh, be quiet. Okay, be quiet about it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there was a response here. We went viral. That's what you wanted. Okay, you wanted to do that, but you thought that you'd go viral for being. This is the problem. I don't know who owns this restaurant. Probably a white person. I don't know, though. The only reason I say that is because it's always white motherfuckers doing this shit. You ever notice that? It's always white motherfuckers talking the most about racial inequality, and they'll use black issues as a way to say, disconnect themselves from other white people that they see as bad and say, we're the good whites. And you know what happens? Guess who receives the worst end of this stick? Overall, every time some virtue signaling white fuck does something like this, what do you think happens? It riles up a base of people, some who are racist and some who aren't. But you know what they end up doing? Whether they are or aren't racist, they disconnect from ideologies like BLM or other activist groups because they associate your woke bullshit onto other marginalized communities, and they tune out of the conversation about actual advocacy for marginalized groups. Woke dumb fucks like this are actively causing people to lose interest in advocating for marginalized groups because you wanted to be like, haha, fuck whites, and all you're doing is having a negative impact. You are worse. You're engaging in a type of race. Because, dude, I want you to know, but because of the way that the system is set up, anti-whiteness is anti-blackness and anti-people of color as well. Because white people generally are still like the majority in society and generally have the systemic power and generally have like a disproportionate amount of like the money directed in their attention. When you attack white people and you're racist towards white people, what they do is they tune out and they care less about racism, systemic racism happening against other people of color. You are contributing to more racisms against black people when you're racist to white people. So you should probably stop being a fucking idiot because you're literally hurting the community that you pretend to advocate for. You're a fucking idiot. Anyway, there were several very important messages that I want to address here. Much of the ongoing traffic is directed over from a Reddit post where the caption, Bo's Coffee not hiring white cis males, gave solidarity to something we don't claim. You kind of did. You said you're going to put them in last in line. You're still discriminating. However, firstly, I would like to apologize directly to any member of the LGBTQ2SP+ and BIPOC communities that may have read our deprioritizing the hiring of cis white males as therefore a requisite for outing oneself if not presenting or as passing as a white cis male. Okay, I had to read that for a second. It took me a second to realize what they're saying. Okay. What they're saying is they're basically apologizing to people who look like they're cisgendered white that aren't actually cis white men and maybe trans in some capacity for having to out themselves on their application. That's actually kind of funny. So like some fucking two-spirited, non-binary fucking trans woman in a male body presenting as a male that uses male pronouns now has to admit that they're a specific identity. Very funny. As if our terms of employment encourage a type of potentially dangerous and definitely intrusive disclosure, I posted carelessly and it was wrong. As we said before, intentions don't matter. Well, the intentions do matter. You're an idiot. And this post, this aspect of the post, I would change. This aspect of the post, I would change if I had done it again. So what they're saying here is they're playing some very manipulative language where they're saying we had really positive intentions, but those don't matter because of the way that our message came off. No. Your intentions matter. Your intentions were to virtue signal. You don't give a fuck about people of color. Okay, you don't give a shit about any conversation about any social narrative. You're blowing smoke up and out your asshole. You're a loser. I just want you to know that. You're hurting the conversation. You didn't care about black people or people of color or fucking LGBTQ people. You cared that it looked like you cared about those people. So intentions do matter. It's just that your intention is very obvious to everybody else. We have always advocated for addressing mistakes rather than covering and ducking. How many fucking mistakes can you make as a coffee shop? Too much milk. Where was the oat milk? Excuse me, I don't like oat milk. No, I do like oat milk. It's better than, what's the other milk? Piss? Fart milk? Almond milk. Very bad for the environment. I think oat milk is better. So, I'm sorry we carried almond milk. It's bad for the environment. I was thinking of cashew milk or pistachio milk, but that's not a thing, is it? It probably is. I waited to hear from staff this morning to decide a collective course of redress, and we have decided to leave the post up as to not reference something's absence. Wow, that is really dumb. Oat milk is good. I like it. I do prefer breast milk as well, yes. My intention with the post was to articulate a deprioritizing of white male candidates at present because we already have more than 50% of our working force identifying as cis white men. I wonder how many of them look like cis white men but identify otherwise. I don't know. Myself included. Oh, what did I fucking say? What did I say? What did I say? I said this motherfucker was white. I told you, motherfuckers. I told you, motherfuckers. I told you. Case closed. I figured, dude, I'm always fucking correct. Holy shit. I'm not always correct, but it's funny. This settler colonial society with all its inherent, I wonder where they live, because to be honest with you, like I would imagine most people working there would be white, because I feel like it's some bullshit indie fucking coffee place that's in a gentrified area that probably pushed out people of color anyway. So you're gonna have disproportionately fucking white people there anyway. So maybe in order to not, maybe to be more woke, what you should have done is you should have not gentrified the area. It's like Portland. Yeah, right? Fucking probably. Some fucking, they probably gentrified, they probably like pushed a bunch of fucking people of color out of their community. And they're like, hey guys, now that you're gone, we want to hire you. We want to, for minimum wage, doing everything in the store for as little as possible. You might get tipped, but millennials don't do that. Or I don't know. Am I a millennial? Gen Zers don't do that? Only because they don't have the money. Fucking Seattle, yeah. Just saying, dude. I'm just saying, bro. That's why we have to implement a universal basic income. What? I haven't had a debate about that in a while. But anyway. Anyway. I handled it badly. Wait, what is this? Oh, white male dominated industry, and when given the opportunity to open possibilities for underrepresented identities, we will do so. Okay, that's fine. You could have just done that quietly, you dumb fuck. I handled it badly, articulated it problematically to, I don't care what that word is, and have put the staff in compromised positions in front of house and with the phones ringing constantly. That's on me. I should have employed inclusive language while stating the obvious rather than the flippant back of the line statement. There is a long history of, oh dude, I have like so much heartburn. Oh, just from eating all this shit sandwich this guy's fucking throwing at me. There's a long history of affirmative hiring practices that have been excised in the ensuing viral state following the post. When I articulated them poorly, it is also on me. Shut up. Dude, like there was no, like there's the only way that you could have articulated this in a non-divisive way was to say like, hey guys, we're hiring now. We have a massively disproportionate amount of like straight white men. So we would like to see, we would be very open to hiring people like, people of color and people who identify with the LGBTQ community, right? And that's focusing on a positive than a negative. You could have put that in there. It would have been a little bit wordy. That would have been better. But the thing is that you weren't looking for inclusion. You were looking to exclude. You spoke in a way that you felt. You weren't looking to include people of color. You were looking to exclude white men. And you need to understand that those are two very different things. Even if the outcomes are similar, there's a hatred attached to it. And it's a hatred of, it's again, what I said before, it is a straight white person trying to disconnect themselves as one of the bad ones. That's all it is. Somebody who's virtue signaling and basically is literally it's somebody who's virtue signaling and hurting marginalized communities. That's what it really boils down to. Lastly, but importantly, I have largely ignored the call-outs and charges of so-called reverse racism or racism towards whites, etc. I've been mute on this because there are very different lived consequences of this so-called racism and white supremacist settler colonialism. Oh my God, you're so fucking woke. While many have and will argue passionately that all discriminations are the same, the consequences of even partial, occasional white exclusion are not felt structurally and institutionally. Who cares? It doesn't matter. We don't have to individually argue what is and isn't the same. That doesn't matter. Okay? If you want to know what the reality is, a fucking white person being racist to a fucking millionaire black person will never be as bad as a black person being racist to a fucking minimum wage, poor, welfare state white person. That is an objective truth. Because a lot of the times, money is power to a point where it a lot of times will remove racism. Okay? I'm just letting you know that. That is an objective truth. But it doesn't fucking matter because I would never say, oh, the racism against that black guy is okay because he's rich. No, because that would be a dumb fuck attitude to have. We understand in society that we don't have to be deeply attached to the oppression of every single person on an individual level when they're being targeted with like racism. We just go, yeah, that's racist. You shouldn't do that thing. It doesn't have to be a deep woke conversation about fucking systemic racism. And you're certainly not having it in the way that is actually causing anybody to tune in. Dumb fucks who already agree with your perspective are already like, yeah, oh my God, this is so good. Like your fucking girlfriend who pretends to be a non-binary. I'm not saying non-binary people aren't real. Okay? The joke is he's a virtue signaling bitch, and so is his partner probably. Jerking you off saying, this is woke. This is so smart. You're so good for this. Okay? So it doesn't matter. You're not having a nuanced conversation about systemic racism. You're doing your best to minimize the damage you cause, but nobody's buying it. You're just dumb and full of shit. This garnered the loudest share of the comments and will continue undoubtedly. Yeah, okay. Well, stop being racist towards white people. It's not reverse racism, it's just regular racism. Drew Johnson, co-owner of Bose Coffee. Comments are turned off and this post. On this post only. Open on the original. Wow, incredible. Let's see what this guy looks like. Apparently this is the guy. This is the guy, I think. I think this is him. Wow. You look like a racism. What are you doing, bro? Is that him? Or is this somebody else? I don't want to say that this is definitely him. Here's the fucking thing. He speaks up. Oh, it is him. Is it?
My daughter's.
All right, shut up. I don't want to watch an advertisement. I'm a boomer. Victoria Coffee Shop faces backlash for job ads saying white smells are back of the line. I think they were. Oh yeah, they got rid of their page. They got rid of their page. I think I'm waiting for this dumb advertisement to finish. There, it's probably for a nice cause, but also it's for St. Jude's. Oof, sorry guys. Let's just get this going.
At Bows and Arrows, they're out to make the perfect coffee.
Hold on, I can't really hear. This woman's too low.
At Bows and Arrows, they're out to make the perfect coffee. Their ideal.
Whoa, no gloves. It's COVID, dude.
Brew starts with the beans, but really begins with their process.
Really begins with the racism.
In a highly exploitative industry like
oh my God, yeah, so
coffee, where where producers aren't covering the cost of production.
What?
It's highly problematic. It's highly fraught.
Wow, you're so fucking woke. I guarantee you this guy pays his people fucking minimum wage. I don't know if this is the right guy. I guarantee you this guy's like, oh, it's such an oppressive industry. I can only pay my workers minimum wage while I take the rest of the profits.
Bows and Arrows has made a business of doing it right. But some think a recent Instagram post of theirs got it all wrong.
Yes, because it did get it all wrong.
It advertised their hiring, quote, at this time, white cis males, meaning males whose gender identity corresponds to their sex assigned at birth, are back of the line.
Wait, no, that's not okay. You're ruining transness.
To their sex assigned at birth.
Okay, just want you to hear.
Males whose gender identity corresponds to their sex assigned at birth.
Okay, sex isn't assigned at birth. Sex is an objective, absolute truth. Okay. I'm just saying that they're wrong about the way that they're saying this. You cannot change your sex. I've been on a tear for the last week having to deal with I've had a lot of disagreeable comments in my comment section because I have been advocating for trans issues. Okay, I've been doing that. So this last week has been a bunch of people who like Matt Walsh a lot, yelling at me that I'm wrong without actually listening to what I'm saying, and that's that's what I have to deal with. The point is that I'm trans affirming, but when you say dumb things like sex assigned at birth, you're ruining the conversation. You can't choose your sex. Okay, you can choose your gender. I don't even think that you can necessarily choose your gender. I think the way that I look at it is nobody chooses their gender. It's just that they have so much discomfort associated with their gender, or with their sex, that they choose to, look elsewhere. Something like that. I don't feel like getting into a deep, nuanced discussion about it because we've done it like 100 times. The point that I'm trying to say here, though, is you need to stop. You need to stop with you need to fucking proofread your shit. Jesus Christ.
To their sex assigned at birth.
It's not. You don't assign sex at birth. You are a sex at birth.
Are back of the line.
God,
the post hit Reddit.
How the fuck, dude? You're fucking 40 seconds and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
With the headline, Bo's Coffee not hiring white cis males.
Good.
Then it went viral. The loudest voices online calling it reverse racism. One of the
Bro, stop. Oh my God. You're going to make me jump off a building. Sex is assigned at birth, though. That literally means they officially mark it down. Yeah, you know what they're referring to. You're not assigned. Dude, you guys are trolling the fuck out of me today with this woke shit. I can't get. I either got the woke pieces of shit on me, or I got these fucking conservative assholes. Nobody wants to listen. You know exactly what they're saying. Nobody refers to assigning sex at birth as marking down pee-pee or giny. Okay? Shut the fuck up. God damn it. You know what they're referring to. You know that they're misspeaking. They're going too far down the fucking trans rabbit hole where you somehow can choose your sex and that it somehow changes. It doesn't. Okay? Stop it. Stop trolling me, dude. Stop trolling me, bro. I can't handle it. My white fragility.
shop's owners disagrees.
We're seeing a lot of, white male hurt feelings, straight up nationalism disguised as calls for equality.
Bro, it's that dude. He's really woke. It's fucking white nationalism because they don't think that you should be racist. Okay? Holy fuck. Did I not call everything? This guy is so offended by his own whiteness that he wants to call other white people out to signal to people that they like him. Can I tell you something? I want you to know. Nobody likes you. I'm not saying white people don't like you. Nobody likes you. The way you talk about black people and issues and whiteness, most people, the overwhelming majority of people, think you're a fucking idiot. Even black people, because what you're saying, and other people of color, you know how it makes people like people of color feel when you talk about topics like this? First of all, they can see that they're receiving they can see people are tuning out of the conversation about social topics when you talk about things like that. But additionally, they think you're a fucking pussy. They think you're a loser. They think that you're just some virtue signaling fuck. They don't trust you. They don't trust you. You're not one of the good ones. You're not invited to the barbecue. Hey guys, I hate white people. I'm a white guy that hates white people. Please invite me to the cookout. That's all you want is validation. You're a fucking pussy. Okay? You're being stupid. You're embarrassing yourself. Nobody agrees with you. Except for like the fucking 16-year-old fucking people that you hire at your coffee shop for minimum wage. It's fucking ridiculous, bro. Oh my God, they're white nationalists. Oh, bro, you're killing me, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Drew Johnson says they wanted to temporarily deprioritize the hiring of white cis males.
So just do it privately. You could have just done it privately. You shouldn't, but you could have, and nobody would know about it. But you wanted to be a fucking virtue signaler.
It's because they make up more than 50% of their 10-person staff at the moment.
So what is that, 6 people? Like, okay.
A room stacked with white males has issues.
What is the issue? Too much productivity? I'm sorry, that one made me laugh too, dude. That one fucking got me. Oh man, I make myself laugh all the time, bro. You gotta be your own biggest fan, or you can't do this job. Right? If you can't laugh at your own funny jokes, then you know what is gonna happen? You're gonna end up working at a coffee shop. Okay? So be your own biggest fan, guys.
that are foreseeable.
The other four are probably white women or men that or people who like express themselves to society as men but identify elsewise. So, you know,
And therefore, we want to anticipate that and prepare for, like how we want the workplace to look.
Where he was willing to make an apology was with how this hiring practice may unintentionally exclude members of the LGBTQ2+ and BIPOC community unless they outed themselves or aren't white passing.
Can we say something though? Like, well, I'm doing the same thing he's doing. I think there's a kind of a fundamental problem in my opinion with the way that they're expressing it. The way that he's talking about his advocation, because the only qualifier to get this job is that you're not a straight white person, which means that if you're like a bisexual white guy or a straight white man, if you're a bisexual white guy, you take up a spot that would probably, generally speaking, be much more necessary. It's like a black person. If you look at the statistics, right? Black people underperform in society. We know it's because of a history of systemic racism. So this is a really big problem that has, frankly, hurt black people for a very long time, probably indigenous people as well. But let's stick to black people here. They are the most underrepresented, most oppressed class in the United States. And every single time they get categorized as a person of color. So when people of color do better, everybody's happy. The problem is when you generalize to that degree, when black people don't have to benefit in order for people of color to benefit. So when you push like black people into people of color, and if the statistics look better overall because like, oh, there's a lot better performing Hispanic and Asian people. Well, it doesn't mean that fucking black people are looking good at all, right? And so this is a historical problem of people, usually white, overly categorizing and overly generalizing groups of people, and whether it's intentional or not, hurting black people in the process. All this guy needs is more white women working there, and he's satisfied his quota. That's all he needs to do, right? If we're going to look at Depression Olympics here, and I know I'm getting a little woke, but this is the reality. White women are outperforming the fuck out of black people. So what are you doing? It's a virtue signal, especially nowadays where like you can simply identify as LGBTQ. And I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole here, but like there are a lot of people who are identifying for multiple reasons. There are people that are actually trans. To be absolutely honest with you, the only true oppression you're going to face as somebody who's trans is if you are actually have gender dysphoria to a point where it legitimately distresses you. Truly. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I can see why like gay people and bisexual people would have a problem as well. But if you're somebody that's like non-binary in some capacity, I don't think that there are these hyper horrible statistics of like trans people without dysphoria experiencing these hazardous problems. In fact, one of the biggest issues I think, and a biggest issue for a lot of trans people like with gender dysphoria, is the fact that a lot of people who identify as like non-binary or trans in some capacity will identify with the oppression when they don't have the right to identify with the oppression, which is something that happens here. There's definitely people, non-binary is like, it's a real thing. I understand that, but it doesn't mean that you have the same struggle. So now you get to compound all the struggles of the LGBTQ community, identify with them, but like but simply put, you simply don't identify as a woman or a man anymore. And that might be really valid to you, but your oppression isn't, because you're not really experiencing, at least not nearly the amount of oppression as really any other of those groups. And I'm just saying. So like this activism is fucking bullshit virtue signaling nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's a virtue signal. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. And again, he's probably living in a gentrified area. And none of this matters. It's just a fucking virtue. This is a signal to other white people that they can feel very comfortable in a woke space. That's all this is. That's all this is.
That's understandable, and that's what I apologize for online. And that was careless and reckless.
Meanwhile, as they chase the perfect Java, Drew is doubling down on what he calls affirmative hiring practices.
We'll never just close the door on people. That's why I said back of the line. Like it was flippant, it was problematic, but there's still a line.
Well, you don't really seem to know why it's problematic, which is why I know that you're not apologetic.
One where white cis males are at the back of.
Wow, incredible. Okay, well, what a fucking Bows and where is this located in? What area is this located in? I wonder. I truly do. Victoria, what is BC? British Columbia? Oh, it's Canada. Canadian moment, yeah, for sure. All right, get me off of the screen. I'm just trying to look at these statistics here. So this is the population in 2021. There's about 91,000 people. So we're going to base it off of this. Median age is about 42. Median income is about 51K. Total visible minorities. So as 11,000. Now, I don't know how they group minorities, but that means that about 80,000 of the people who live there are probably just white people. I'm assuming that's how they categorize. I'm assuming that I don't know if they're introducing LGBTQ people as part of the minority group. There seems to be disproportionately female for the most part, but not in any drastic way. Indigenous identification. I don't really know how to read this data. I think I'm just stupid. Okay, no, they're talking about racial minority groups. Okay. So basically, 80% of the people here are like white people. Or excuse me, like 90%. 80,000 of these people are like white people. Okay. So we would expect to see a disproportionate representation of white men for the most part, or white people in general, since like 90% of the fucking population seems to be white. And like, again, it seems like it's a pretty well-off median area. I mean, dude, it's probably an area that was either gentrified or it's well off. Black people probably don't really live there in any, or non-white people probably don't live there in any massive amount because they've been fucking priced out of the area. Coupled with some forms of systemic racism. So like, it's a fucking virtue signal, bro. There's no, you want to do something real good, open up a coffee shop or something in the middle of a fucking, in like a poor area and hire people or something. It's a rich university town. Oh, of course. So it's a rich university town. Incredible. Of course it is. That's still their entire, dude, not for nothing, but the fact that they have some kind of like weird homebrew coffee place signals to me that this area is way too well off. Okay. If you have more than a fucking here's how it goes, right? Now I'm an American, so right. All right. Here's how you like, this is the chain of coffee, right? All right. On the bottom is deli coffee. Now, deli coffee is not bad, but in my experience, delis are just places that sell like breakfast sandwiches and like, you know, deli meats, et cetera, like bologna, cheese, all that stuff, right? This is stage one right here. This is stage one. Once you have a Dunkin' Donuts in your area, okay, a Dunkin' Donuts, now you're starting to move up the socioeconomic class of the area, okay? Yeah, you're bacon, egg, and cheese. You're bacon, egg, right? When you have a Dunkin' Donuts in your area, okay, you're a little bit more well off. Still not really that well off. In fact, you could argue that based on the times, these two could be reversible depending on the area, right? However, the next step is Starbucks. If you have Starbucks is fucking snazzy and fancy to me, okay? A little too overpriced, too much sugar. Young kids like sugar because they're fucking children. All right, now you know that your area is a little too well off, all right? If you have overpriced fucking coffee full of sugar in your area and drinks called a unicorn, you're probably a little too well off. Also, you probably could have put McDonald's in here somewhere, like probably in a between area, probably on the level of a deli because there is literally a McDonald's is everywhere, right? Anyway, the highest tier that you can get coffee wise is like some kind of artisan coffee. I'm gonna call it. If your area has the money to sustain artisan coffee, you're annoying. You have a lot of money. Okay? All right? And it's not just about the money. It's about a culture that would even let this exist. Fucking who the fuck goes there? Fuck, you want an artisan coffee place. Because not only do you have to have too much money, but you also have to be a snooty fuck about it. Oh, I have to go get my artisan coffee. I can really smell it. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Damn it. All right. Give me coffee with some milk and a couple of Splendas. That's it. That's it. Oh, do you want our cherry blossom red brew? Fuck off, bro. What are you talking about? What the fuck is this? You get my point? Okay? So that's the reality. Like I said, these two can be interchangeable. You could probably add McDonald's here. You could probably add your IHOPs here as well. Like your Waffle Houses. You know what I'm saying? You could add all these things here. But you get my point here? Okay? My point is, you're annoying as fuck. To that guy that we were talking about. Okay. Racist coffee shop owner pretends to care about black people or people of color. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.